School is back in session and things are about to change out on the road. From school buses to school zones, your driving pattern will definitely change, so being prepared is key. Whether you're trying to drop the kids off or trying to make it to work on time, we have the back-to-school traffic tips for you. If you've ever had to drop your children off at a drop-off zone, you know it can be quite hectic. Most accidents involving children happen in school zones than any other location, so use these tips to keep your kids safe while dropping them off. Don't double park. This can block the visibility for other children and vehicles, making the risk of an accident increase drastically. Only load and unload your children in the proper lane. Unloading across the street can be dangerous for children because they're going to have to cross a busy road. Try to find a carpool. This will decrease the amount of traffic and vehicles at the school, causing chaos. Young pedestrians are especially at risk of being involved in an accident because they are smaller and harder for drivers to see. To avoid an emergency, take these precautions. Never pass or go around a vehicle that has stopped for pedestrians. You may not be able to see the pedestrians because of the other car blocking your view, but it's best to stay safe and wait anyway. Always stop for a crossing guard or a patrol officer holding up a sign. Even if the pedestrian has already passed and you just want to make a right turn, it is still putting people in danger. Yield for pedestrians and slow down when the school zone signs have their flashers blinking. Never block crosswalks when stopped at a light or trying to make a turn. When you do this, you're forcing the pedestrians to go around you and into the path of moving traffic. Keep a lookout for tiny pedestrians when in school zones, near playgrounds, parks, residential neighborhoods, and bus stops. It's the law to stop for school buses unloading and loading children in all 50 states, so follow these tips to avoid a ticket or worse, an accident. Don't follow the bus closely. By allowing a greater following distance between your vehicle and the bus, you're increasing the amount of time you have to brake when the bus comes to a stop. Never pass a bus. Whether you're behind the bus or across an undivided highway, it's the law to yield to a bus that is loading and unloading children. Stop far back. Leave enough room for the children to safely enter and exit the bus. Be aware and alert. Children are notorious for being unpredictable and tend to ignore hazards, so being an extra cautious driver is extremely important. Mornings can be chaotic, and trying to make it to work or school on time can be difficult. However, this is not an excuse to speed. A great way to combat morning traffic is to plan ahead. If you're not dropping off the kids, try to find an alternate route which doesn't go through a school zone. Check the traffic report before you leave, and try to take an alternate route if you can. Double check the weather before you leave as well. Weather affects the way people drive. Leave early. Since there will be more traffic, instead of rushing to get to work on time, plan to leave a little earlier. Starting the school year can be stressful, but don't let that get in the way of being a safe driver. If you have any questions about safe driving tips, contact Toyota of Orlando today.